So you want to buy an NFT? You've come to the right place. What's up everybody, my name is DaDexo, welcome to the channel. This is NFTs Culture and I am the host. I do make some videos on the skirt side. If you want to check them out, feel free, links in the description. But today, we're going to be talking about how to purchase your first NFT. Last week on the channel, we talked about what actually an NFT is. And we broke down what non-fungible and what token means. It's called a non-fungible token. And we explained all the ins and outs of NFTs and why people are buying them. So you might be asking yourself, well, Dexo, that's fantastic, but how do I buy NFT? Okay, well, in this video, we're going to break down exactly how to buy an NFT on the Ethereum blockchain using Opensea and MetaMask. Now, you're probably like, whoa, what's Ethereum blockchain and why did you mention that? Okay, so NFTs work on different blockchains. The most popular platform for buying NFTs is Opensea, and it runs off of the Ethereum blockchain. That might be a bit too much to digest for right now. So just picture Opensea as like an auction place and Ethereum as the currency used for purchasing this. Now that means you need an Ethereum wallet and you need to connect that to a browser extension called MetaMask. The wallet I use is called Coinbase wallet, and that lets me send money from my bank account to Coinbase, put it in Coinbase wallet, which is a separate application, and then it connects with my MetaMask wallet, which is a browser extension on Chrome. So I would really recommend NFT purchasing and selling to be done on a desktop computer or a laptop because the mobile experience at the moment is a little bit tricky. So if you have a Coinbase account or a Binance account or any other type of brokerage, crypto brokerage or exchange, you need to convert your fiat that you deposit from your bank into a cryptocurrency such as Ethereum and then connect it to your MetaMask. In order to connect to MetaMask, you need to import something called your secret recovery key. So when you create your Coinbase wallet, it's going to give you a secret recovery key phrase that you write down. And then when you want to import that wallet to MetaMask, that's what you put in there, and then it makes good. It connects it. So that key basically links MetaMask to your wallet so you can use your wallet on your desktop as a browser extension. So when you go into OpenSea, you'll be able to select the NFT you like, and then when you click buy, it's going to pop up and it's going to say connect to your MetaMask wallet, the browser extension, you type in your password, and then you buy away, and then your wife finds out and she kills you. Now I'm going to show you what OpenSea looks like so you can get a better idea. So when you open up OpenSea, you're going to land on the home page, which is going to show you a whole bunch of different artists and collections. Let's say you scroll down and you're feeling like you're having a froggy day and you want to buy one of the infinity frogs. You go over and click the collection and it's going to show you this kind of page of information, which is all very confusing. So what you're going to see up here in Telegram. Now what you're going to see here is the collection called Infinity Frogs NFT. Over here you can see the amount of items in the supply. That means there are 10,000 different kind of frogs in this NFT collection. Over here you can see the amount of individual people who have bought it. So 3,600 people own one or multiple frogs to make up the 10,000 supply. And here you can see something called the floor price. This is probably the most important thing for you as a buyer because you can either buy when an NFT is minted or you can buy off of the secondary marketplace. What's the difference? When you mint something, it means you buy it from the creator. So for example, when you go to a Game Mania store to buy Pokemon, which I did today, you're minting your Pokemon box if I used the analogy. So when Infinity Frogs launched their project, they had their own website, which you get from Discord, which is really important. You go to that website, you connect your MetaMask wallet just as you do with OpenSea, and then you mint a frog, which means you buy, and most of the times you don't know what frog you get. It's a random kind of NFT opening. You buy that frog for a set price, which is probably around 0.1 or less than 0.1 Ethereum. You open it, you get your frog in your OpenSea wallet, and then you can buy and sell it on the marketplace. So when you mint something, you're buying it directly from the seller and you're getting the NFT first. You are the person who got the NFT, you minted that NFT from them. Does that make sense? If you weren't a part of the minting and you want to buy on the secondary marketplace, on this page you can click floor price and then it's going to filter them by the cheapest frogs. So now I can click on this frog right here and I can buy this frog. and then it's going to ask you to connect your wallet. You slap that, it's going to open MetaMask if you install it on your Chrome browser. They're going to make good, and then you can buy the pretty frog. Now, there are a lot of other features and things you can do on Opensea, but that is the bare basics on how to purchase an NFT. You can also list your NFT that you minted from the sellers on the secondary market to make profit and sell it to somebody else who wasn't able to get there on the drop. So these collectibles and these artworks, how do they drop, and how do you get to be there when you mint it? This is a bit tricky. All of these drops and all of these projects have Discords and Telegrams. If you want to get in on the minting, you need to be in those Discords and in those Telegrams, and you need to stay up to date with what's happening, because a lot of the time drops gets delayed, people get whitelist spots, there's a pre-sale, there's a whole bunch of shit that goes on. If you're in the Discord and you're active, or through a giveaway you win something called a whitelist spot, it means you get to purchase your NFT in a preset slot and time period before it goes live to the public. Why is that important? When these things go live to the public and a lot of people want them, not only are you going to struggle to buy one, like you saw there were 3,600 owners for 10,000 frogs, because people try to make money off of these. So you're not only going to struggle to buy them, but there's also something called gas wars. Now, Ethereum's NFT platform is notorious for the amount of money you have to spend on gas. Gas is something you have to pay as a transaction fee. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, when there's more competition, it means you have to pay a higher and a higher and a higher and a higher fee when more and more people are trying to do that transaction or any transaction on the Ethereum network. So when very, very popular drops go live, lots and lots of people and whales, people with a lot of money, try and get in this drop, and they try and bully smaller retail investors with higher gas fees, meaning they want to pay hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars, just for that transaction to go through ahead of yours, because you're paying less for the miners to carry out that transaction. Now, that's all a bit complicated. A lot of drops and projects are kind of getting around this with a solution. Mechaverse, which is a massive NFT project, had 200,000 people in the Discord and only 10,000 supply. They created a raffle system so that you registered and you either got selected to buy it or you didn't. There was no gas wars, there was no fighting. You either got it or you didn't. And it's becoming less and less of a problem. But other NFT chains and platforms are popping up like Solana, BNB, whatever, to on different chains with different technology that have lower gas fees. So whether you want to go on Ethereum and Opensea, which is the mainstream, the most popular one, or you want to go for newer chains, that's totally up to you. But I hope this gave you a little bit of a deep dive in the purchasing and selling world of NFTs. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't got much for you except another video coming next week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a like if you thought this was informative. And also check me out on my own channel, DaDexo. It should be in the description. Other than that, go check out some projects on Opensea and have a great day. Adios.